changes that and in my mind I'm going, I've been telling you that every day for 6 months, but it finally made sense into the world.
It just clicks.
It's the same as like when you're a child, you're not ready for all this information. And as you get older and you start to learn about life and different things happen and your world becomes much bigger. And it's the same thing when you get to show that in this different way with jiu-jitsu with people.
It's wonderful for myself as well. Every time you see that little click in somebody and they start to get it and they start to execute properly something that you've been drilling and you've been teaching them for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then suddenly they start hitting on opponents and a light goes off, their eyes glow, and everything comes full circle and they realize, you know, the fruits of their labors for 3 to 6 months.
And I think that's such an awesome feeling that you were able to help someone get to that. And then it happens again and again, as we know in jiu-jitsu. You think you know something and then you pretty quickly find out, I don't.
Thought I knew that, but I guess I don't. Well, thank you very much, Felicia. How do they get a hold of you for more information?
theartofcompetition.com. You can email me at felicia@theartofcompetition.com. It's also on Facebook.
Thank you very much, Felicia. Pleasure. Guys. Felicia, ladies and gentlemen. Now, guys, a lot of questions. A lot of people that have logged in don't actually train jiu-jitsu. A lot of people ask me what exactly is Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I'll tell you, from my standpoint, there's 3 areas of jiu-jitsu. There's the takedown, which involves a little bit of striking, closing the distance, and clinching. There's the takedown. Then there's the actual positional dominance, where you can manipulate yourself in such a way that you can ultimately end up in a position where you can do all the harm and receive none. And then the third element is the actual submission. And a lot of people always ask me, what's the best way to train jiu-jitsu? I'm going to give you a couple of milestones whenever I first started out that I wasn't aware of. But if you're just starting jiu-jitsu, this is probably the best way to approach it. The first milestone, the first goal that you want when you start training, when you start doing open mat, after you've learned a couple of techniques and it goes to open mat and you're just sparring with training partners, the first goal that you want to set for yourself is to be able to stay alive. Now by that I mean not get finished. Stay out of harm's way. Just stay alive. Don't get submitted. Don't get choked. Don't get your arm injured. Don't tap, and stay alive. The second thing, once you find yourself, I have the ability now to roll 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes and not get finished and stay in a reasonably safe position, then you want to start escaping bad positions. So the first milestone, I want to stay alive. I want to learn to roll the guy for 5, 6 minutes and not get finished. The second milestone, not only can I do that for 5 minutes, but now I can start escaping bad positions. The third milestone, now I want to stay alive for 5 minutes. When I get in a bad position, I want to be able to escape that position. The third element that I want to start to use is now I want to start to be able to positionally dominate my opponent. So I want to be able to stay alive, not get submitted, then start escaping bad positions. If I'm on the bottom of the mat, I want to escape that. Then I want to start positionally dominating. Maybe end up on my opponent's back where I can dish out the harm and receive none. The fourth and the final element for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the actual submission. Now a lot of times when you walk in the door, you want to start hitting flying triangles immediately. The proper way to get good very quickly, stay alive. Stay alive and then start escaping. Stay alive, start escaping, then positionally dominate your opponent. And fourth and last, which is always the most fun, stay alive, start escaping, start positionally dominating, and then your submissions, which is the icing on the cake. If you learn that way, it's not necessarily the most exciting, but it's definitely the most efficient way to learn a good jiu-jitsu self-defense system. Now the next person that I would like to bring up, is an honor to have him on my mat, a legacy, martial arts, hierarchy. He's been in the game for a very long time, MMA career. He's a legend. It's an honor for me to have, and I know that the person that he's going to demonstrate positions on, he actually gave her his black belt. So I would like to introduce John Lewis and Ghazi Parman. Pleasure, sir. Take it away.
All right, here we are. So I'm going to work on a couple techniques, a couple passes from the butterfly guard. One a little easier, since I know you have a wide variety of people out there, and one a little more complicated, a little more, you got to understand the anatomy of the body a little more, and I'm going to show you that. First thing I'm going to do is have Ghazi lay down with her head this way facing you. The basic first thing I'm going to show to help set up both of these positions is what I call getting 2 to 1, or getting 2 legs to 1 leg. So right now you got her legs here wide here. When I say 2 to 1, what I mean is I have 1 leg on this leg and I have 1 leg on this leg. So we have 2 legs on each other's leg right now. And I want to get 2 legs to 1, meaning I want to end up getting like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you that in a minute. The first thing I want to keep in mind is you want to have my basic position, first of all, is going to have my elbows tight, under thighs on both sides. My knees are going to walk in real tight. I don't want to have any space here. I want to have a real snug, real tight here. This is going to make it hard for her to push away. Leverage-wise, if I was to move a little bit farther away, even give her this much space, and she wanted to push away, she can move. Simply because if you try it on yourself, if you try to push your arm really tight like this and hold it real tight and try to straighten it out, it's very hard. If you put it here and try to straighten it out, it's not that hard. So same concept. That's my first step of it. Now I'm going to turn this around so you can see what I'm going to do. When you have butterfly guard, they use their hooks here a lot and follow your legs around. So you try to move your legs, they're with you a lot, no matter what I do. I'm going to do this first, I'm going to do it fast, and then I'm going to show you slow. Now what I did, sometimes it takes 2 times, 4 times, 5 times. If Ashley's following me, my hip's going to start turning inwards. And watch her foot. I'm going to make her cross her feet up. Yeah. Okay. If we do this here, we'll look like this. She follows me around. I'm stuck. That's my foot move. Now if you notice where I am, I have 2 to 1. Turn around again. The first basic pass is simple. It's just basically, I'm going to bury my head on this side of her body. Real tight here. His hand's going to be under her arm. You see the legs are already here, so I'm really already past. And all I'm going to do is put my hand real tight to my body, make space, push it through, bring my left knee in deep. Here, and if I want to stay here, or go back in here, which my preferred side control is going to be. Whatever that would be. Whatever that would be. Once again, no space here. I don't have to bring her to me. I can just bring my arms real tight to the floor and walk in, snug. She can push away from me if she wants. If she has a gi on, I can hold here in her armpits. My elbows are tight. She'll have a very hard time getting away. My legs are going to do that move. Follow my legs. Boom. Let me turn it around again. I'm going to go deep here. Hands here. Knee here, grab her arm. Sit under it. And here. Once again. Go snug. Boom. Head deep. Close my body, head out too far. Straighten it out. My knee comes in, blocking her knee. Grab her tricep. Stay deep. And here. That's the first one. The second one I like. Move sideways, I think. Yeah. This one you gotta understand. The elbow's right here. If I grab her, I'm gonna grab her on her whole body. If she's trying to set up her butterfly on me. If I grab too high, first of all, here, she'll have her elbows leverage, so she can start working that. So I'm gonna grab my head, hit my head on her chest, and grab her really low under her elbows. Right here. Now, I'm gonna put my hand on her chest, push it forward. I'm gonna turn my face so you can hear me, but really I'm gonna be here. Push it forward, and it's tight in her back. My legs are real tight again. Now, same thing with the legs. Roll my legs. Now, what I'm going to do here is her knees kind of high. If I try to step over it, I'm going to put my base off this direction. So I'm going to walk my body over a little bit to the right, which makes your knee low to the floor. I'm going to step here, over it, not down. On my foot over it. I'm going to use my knees to do a switch. I'll do it fast first. Again, you're slow. I bring her knee to the floor by walking over, stepping deep into my leg, and I go, boom, boom. Now, if I let her get her elbows under my elbow, she can start throwing me forward. That's why I wanted to make sure that I'm deep here. From here, all I'm going to do, so she doesn't get behind me, is put my hand on her neck, sit back. There's no way she can be able to lift me forward. She'll take her arm out, or she'll stay there. Put her arm out here, and I'll go back. Once again, car position. So that one again, we're starting to play. Real deep. Hands here, it's tight. Boom, follow me around. Boom. I walk over to the right, so her knee's close to the floor. Step up, so I'm past her knee, not down, because I need this leverage to move her leg. And throat, back away, take her arm out. That's basically it. There's a couple of ones you can work on. Make sure the second one you're really clear. That if I, my shirt off, that if I reach over her arm, here, even here, she can start lifting me up, making it hard for me. So I want to be under this. She's also small for me, so it's hard to get real deep. Now we go real low, under it, the chest down, so really tight on her, feels uncomfortable. And then I'm going to hit, boom, from the other side, boom, follow it, boom, walk it down, step up, boom, switch, and she didn't keep her arm there, so I'm okay. Alright? That's it for now, work on that. Repetition is key. Thanks.
Guys, thanks very much. A true legend of the sport. Thank you very much, brother, for showing up, man, and helping us out. Now, Gazzy Parman would like to demonstrate a couple positions.
Cool,
The floor is yours.
Thanks. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Gazzy Parman. Wow, we had a lot of awesome black belts show a lot of great stuff today. If you didn't know who Ronda Rousey is, now you do. By the way, she's not the only one that can do an awesome armbar. We got 2 awesome female black belts under this roof. I'm one of them. Please show us another. Today, I'm going to show something a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys body movement. Now, I know we have guys that are advanced watching this right now, and we have beginners watching this right now as well. So, I'd like to do something a little bit different, which is start out with a drill that's going to turn into the tech show you today, which is called the Gazinator. Alright, I'm going to have my instructor, John Lewis, here demonstrate for me. So, first thing that I'm going to ask John to do is just stand here wide. Okay, in fact, if you face the camera. For beginners, gentlemen, you might want to hold yourself, okay? So I'll start off on one side here. Now, this is going to be a little bit difficult for the bigger guys. This is generally a smaller guy move. If you're a big guy and you can conquer this move, no matter how long it takes you, it could take you a month, it could take you 6 months, it could take you a year. But it's definitely something, don't like try and be like, oh, this isn't my move, okay? Do it. It's good for you, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is stay in tight to this leg, right? I've got a good base here. I'm on my right butt cheek, okay? You don't want to be on both butt cheeks. You can't maneuver as well with when you're on both butt cheeks, okay? So I'm on one butt cheek and I'm hugging his leg, okay? So I'm going to dive underneath and I'm going to grab his far ankle, okay? Keep your legs stiff, okay? Now, for those of you that might have a problem with this, go ahead and grab the other ankle as well. Lift your butt high up in the air. Other leg goes in. Other leg comes out, and I sit up on the other side. Okay? I'll do it one more time slow. For that's standing here, for the drill, make sure you keep your legs wide, okay? This is just a maneuver drill for the person that's on their butt, okay? So I'm going to dive in, grab the ankle, switch my legs, come out to the other side. Okay? Now this is going to teach you how to maneuver on your back, which is a huge thing in jiu-jitsu. You have to know how to roll around on your back. Okay? So one more time. Okay? Now key is here to stay off the side of your hips. You want your butt to be, both of my butt cheeks to face the ceiling there. Okay? So I dive in, grab the far ankle, my butt comes up in the air. I can do this with one hand. Most of you guys, especially the men, will have a harder time. One leg comes in, other leg comes out, use it to flip myself around. Okay? One last time. Okay? So I'll end up in this position. Now, what this is going to turn into is, we're going to start from the butterfly guard position here. Right, I started training in 1998. So when I started training, there was not a lot of women training on the mats. I was generally paired up with a man, and he was usually a lot bigger than myself. The cameraman's actually one of the guys I used to roll with all the time. So I'll start here, and this guy here does this little grapevine thing with my legs, under, over, goes under, over, and he starts smashing both my knees together, right? Well, if I get into this situation, I kind of already screwed up, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get here, and I'm on guard. This guy weaves his hand in. I know the next move he's going to make is to smash my legs together and break me down, put my back on the ground. I'm not going to let that happen. Not all the way, okay? So as he's going down, my leg on the side that he's hooking is going to come out around to his back. So he pushes down, I fall to my side very gently, and I bring my leg out. There goes half my move. Again. Pressure. So he goes here, leg comes out. Now as that leg comes out, I'm simultaneously going to grab his tricep. You could do this with gi, you could do it with no gi. Okay? By the way, it's called the gazinator, don't forget. Okay? So I'm going to extend this leg, and I've got this arm trapped. So he tries to pull his arm out. No, it's not going to happen. Now, this guy kind of has no idea what's going on. Okay? It's kind of like cage move. Once you figure it out, it might not happen again. But at least it's a good defense so you don't get your guard passed. Okay? So this guy here starts to come around. He's like, yeah, I got the pass, I got the pass, I got the pass. Actually, no, you don't. Okay? If you go flat, okay, yeah, then he's got the pass. Do not get on the flat of your back. Okay? So now I have this leg extending straight, this arm weaving in through. This might be a little confusing here. Okay? So I'm going to weave through between my own legs, curl my body inward, grab his tricep. Okay? On the side that I'm laying on. Right? Now, I'm not going to go flat on my back. I'm going to stay on my side. He keeps coming forward thinking he's got the pass. Great. I'm going to take this hand here, go across to his other, could be his rib, could be his leg, whatever you can grab at the time. Okay? Just don't let go of this arm. My other foot, okay, turn this way. Okay, if you can see the bottom of my toes, just these little two toes right here are going to get my butt up to the sky. So here, and so John kept his head down. That's good. So you can either roll through with a omoplata, or starting from the beginning. Okay, he breaks me down. I bring my leg out right away and I grab his tricep. He starts smashing, no problem. Okay, he starts coming around for the pass. I'm going to spin around. Okay, let's say this time he decides not to keep his head up and down. He's going to keep it up, and I'm going to swing right into the triangle from here. Okay? Omoplata. Triangle. Super easy. And then from here, let's say this guy's awesome at, he just doesn't get choked. Okay? So what I'll do is I'll just keep his elbow on the side, keep his head pressed into me, grab his whole arm, and windshield wiper him. Boom. Or, if you like arm bars, you can do arm bar triangle, any of those things. Okay? Alright. So that's called the gazinator. There's a guy I think is pretty cool. It's when they go double under. So they try to double underhook past you, right? Stack you up and stuff. So he goes under. Now, as soon as I feel this happen, an alarm has to go off. You have to react right away. If you don't, he's going to go ahead and do it. Right? He's going to set. Right? Too late. Okay? So, as soon as I feel him going, and he's not bionic. Well, maybe John is, but... Okay, so here, as soon as I feel that right away, I got to get off to one elbow. He's going to stack. He's going to keep stacking. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter which leg you choose. Okay? One leg has to go inside. It could be this leg. I didn't really have the room for that side. It could be this leg. Doesn't matter. Okay? And then you're just going to sit up, grab his neck, choke him, flip him, whatever you want. It's so easy and it's usually always there. Okay? I call this one the Gazatron. One more time. So he goes under, boom. I go, oh crap. Okay, let's say he gets a good position where, you know, he's a little bit tighter than I want him to be. He starts stacking, right? So I can lift up my hips, bring my elbows out. That's one way to save yourself, okay? Or just keep your arms wide, play between the two. You could maybe try to slide his elbows off, okay? I'll go like this. That doesn't work. I'll bring him wide, get onto my side, sit up, grab his head, boom, finish, okay? Super easy. Don't need to memorize left or right. Just get one leg in on the inside. If you can get 2 legs in, it's even better. It looks awesome. If you can legs in, so he's double under, right? Okay, I wiggle, wiggle, sit up. Man, this looks awesome. I just jacked this guy up, and he thought he was getting a pass, right? So these are some little tricky moves you can play around with. If you have any questions, shoot OTM onthemat.com some questions on their Facebook fan page.
Back up your